I think the greatest impact that the Junior League of Tulsa has had on our community is the women. We continue to push people forward to improve Tulsa. So your Junior League experience isn't limited to the time that you're in the league, but that impact is lasting on our community, and the way that we train people and encourage people and grow them into future leadership all over the city of Tulsa.
All the work that we've done, within the Tulsa community, over the 98 years has really been, so impactful. Our membership, we represent, a large membership base across the Tulsa community. It's likely if you're sitting on, a nonprofit board, there's probably a Junior League of Tulsa member who's also sitting on that board. And so that continued impact that we make, that will just continue, the next 98 years.
Ronald McDonald House has touched Tulsa because it has offered lodging to people that don't live here. It's a true form of hospitality. It's a charity you don't know you need until you need it. You're in the middle of a medical crisis and you know no one in town. You don't know what you're going to do, but you need a place to stay and you have no resources. And so that's where we step in. I'm very inspired by Tulsa community generosity. We take care of families that travel from all over the country, but Tulsa takes care of us. I can't think of not having a Ronald McDonald House without Junior League because there's such a support system to us.
Our mission is to help women change for good. We provide substance abuse counseling in lieu of incarceration, and we provide reentry programming for women who have been in the prison system and help them get their lives back on track, help them become the mothers that their children deserve. I first heard about Resonance through Junior League. When I was in my early Junior League days, we were meeting with the women in the correctional centers and helping them record stories on an audio recording for their children. And it was such a great project. And so Junior League has been involved with Residents for several years. Today, they are mentoring our women. And so it's a really valuable partnership, and we really hope it continues to grow and expand as our own services expand.
Take Two, which is part of Resonance, it's a social project, which is a little different than most. These women have recently been released from incarceration. Our entire goal in this project is solely to provide them with positive social interactions and help kind of foster hobbies that are going to be something that they can continue when they get out of this program. The women in the program are helping break the stereotypes of what it is to be in prison, what it is to be incarcerated. These are not bad people. They are phenomenal people who made some bad choices, and they are working so hard to get back on track, and we are able to just provide them a rest for a second, something that they're not having to go to. I mean, their life has been so scheduled for so long, whether it was in prison or even, in the programs that come after. So when we get there, we get to just be like, no, sit down, do whatever you want, breathe, we'll feed you, we'll just chat. When it's working properly, when it's functioning like it should, it doesn't feel like we're coming in and doing this great thing for them. It feels like we're just going to visit our friends and having a good time. We're all in the same spot, and we're just hoping to support one another in some kind of positive way. So,
one of our most beloved programs is Street School. We've been partners with them forever. The members on that committee love serving on that committee. They try to be on it almost every year. It's very hard to get them to move to something else and try something else, and for good reason, because Street School is a really great organization. All of our partners are really great organizations, and when people kind of get connected to them, they just kind of want to keep serving alongside of them, which is really fantastic, because even just from a continuity perspective, anybody that's working with students, like the students start to recognize them, and that's really great. The students spoke to this level of care that they felt because of the way that our members were engaging with them, and that they knew that we would just be back and that we would keep coming back to do this program that they really enjoyed. And it was fantastic to hear that, but also the fact that we buy food to make a recipe with the Street School students, but then send them home with food so that they can have it on the weekend, and how that actually helps make sure that most of those students eat on the weekends is just a very different experience because you're seeing it and hearing it firsthand. And it's very easy to kind of disconnect yourself sometimes from the people that you're serving, especially if you're not doing it on the forefront every single time.
Hawthorne is an elementary school in Tulsa that doesn't have an art teacher full-time on staff. What we've done with our committee is go into the second grade classrooms and offer a little bit of art to be part of their day. Twice monthly, on Wednesdays, we go in and we just do any kind of art project we think will get the kids engaged and excited. We have a really strong, great connection with Hawthorne. The teachers love us. They welcome us into the classroom. Sometimes they even do the art projects with us, which is really fun. And they've been really accommodating of us to come in and do whatever we think would be most fun and beneficial for the students. One thing that I think is special about arts education in the classroom is that it has a very immediate impact on students. When you study the effects of art education on students, you discover that it's really so important that kids have a break from using the left side of their brain and start engaging the right side of their brain. So if kids have a chance to utilize and grow the right side of their brain, they become a happier, healthier person, more in tune with who they are. And I think once you're more aware of your own self and appreciate your uniqueness, you can start to appreciate what's unique about other people. And I think when we appreciate other people's cultures, we build a stronger community.
The Junior League has been partnering with us back as early as the 1930s. And so coming full circle again, now we've come back into partnership with them with the community garden. And we're so grateful that they're here. Great group of people to work with, just kind and caring and putting out everything that they can to help us.
I was interested in being a chair for this position because of the actual work that we get to do, getting our hands dirty and seeing our work come to life. This program, it's the Community Gardens with the Jewish Federation of Tulsa, and all the food that we harvest, it gets donated to the Eastern Food Bank of Oklahoma. I find that very special. We're helping with this community partner, and they're also helping another partner that we've worked with. It's just this wonderful cycle that everyone gets to help and benefit.
Last year, we probably averaged between about 1,500 to 2,000 pounds of food. The year before, it was around 2,000. This year, I have a scale, and we will be measuring. A beginning farmer can expect a yield of half a pound a square foot. We're over that when we reach 2,000 square feet, 2,000 pounds of food. That's a very good yield. Volunteers are an essential part of this garden. Volunteers can help us harvest. Volunteers can help us get rid of the weeds and put mulch down to keep the weeds down. It is a garden of the community, and the Junior League is part of the community. And this garden goes to the community by donating the food to the community food bank. So community is an integral part of this garden. We couldn't do it without community. I would say the Junior League is driven by service to the community and can be a very impactful group on the community and meeting community needs, whatever they be. That's the value of the Junior League, and that's what I have heard wherever I have lived.
I mean, where would we be without the Junior League? These women are excited to go out and help and learn and grow, and this is exciting to me. I mean, at some point, I'd like to see more people join the Junior League.